How's it going, guys? I'm here to make your day even better than it already was. A little bit late to have coffee, but I got one anyway. I was gonna have one in Fort Wayne, but yeah, I just got a French vanilla latte. I think they actually charged me for a small price because it was only like $3.19. I mean, I could have been bougie and got it from like Dutch Brothers, but it's not that much difference, to be honest. So I was like, fuck that. So yeah, off stream, I got Drowsy up some levels. He's 21 now. I know he evolves at 26. I'll probably hold that off until I'm at least like on Cycling Road, because I know there's Pokemon I can get on there to train it some more. I got some other Pokemon leveled up too, like Wartortle's a bit up, Ivysaur's a bit up. Pidgeotto's 29. Yeah, the Diglett Cave is actually like really good for just leveling up anybody that's water or grass type. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the Pokemon Tower here. Need to catch a Haunter, need to catch a Cubone. But real quick, we need to get we need to go catch Machop, which will be renamed to Drew Champ if it'll even fit. I'm gonna sell this nugget real fast though. Sell that. We might as well buy more Great Balls. Let's have maybe 15 of them total. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we want that fucking Machop. We'll get him to a Machoke through various means. I mean, he could probably... Fighting types, they can be trained in Diglett Cave too. Like, I know I got Mankey up in there as well, but... The problem with Diglett is, they dig. And they're, like, really fucking fast. And that pisses me off. Because it means they generally are going to hit me before I even land a hit on them. And God forbid the Dugtrio comes out. Dugtrio fuck you up. Yeah, I'm going to try to get him a champ here. I don't even care about using Flash. Because to my knowledge, I believe a Machop can spawn here. It's just kind of rare. There's the Geodude. I don't really care. I might actually go 2 times speed just to catch this son of a bitch. Also, I think am I missing an Onix too? I think I might be missing an Onix. I know that shows up here. Let me double check. Yeah, for sure. Machop shows up here. Onix is also here. Okay. I mean, there's a small chance the Onix Machop, it might only appear on a certain, like, area of the rock tunnel, but I don't actually know that for sure. I'll probably Google it here soon. Okay, there's the Machop. There's the Machop. Level 19, that's not too bad, because I think it goes to... I think it's level... Oh, what is it? Level 26, I think it becomes Machoke, and then we just have to trade it to get him a champ, so... I'm gonna put your ass to sleep, that's what I'm gonna do. What do you mean it didn't affect him? That don't make any fucking sense, you prick. I was gonna say you better fucking go to sleep, bitch! And this is ideal for catching him, too. Let's get him to the yellow, at least. But that should be good enough to just catch it with a Great Ball, I would think. Go and truck that. Alright. Very powerful in spite of its small size. Its mastery of many types of martial arts makes it very tough. Alright. Yes, we're actually going to give it a nickname. And I do have enough, I do have enough in the thing. I'm actually kind of tempted to... Do I want to have a space? I feel like it should be all one word. Drew Champ. Yeah. I'll have it all one word. That'll work. There we go. We officially have a Drew Champ, guys. And if we could get that Onyx, that'd be great, too. Maybe go to the Pokemon Center real quick. But yeah, Cubone, Haunter, those are another two we're gonna grab from the Pokemon Tower. The Marowak that, you know, you use the Sylph Scope on, that's revealed. You can't actually catch that. You can only... You can either run away or just defeat it. I'm going to defeat it because it's worth a bunch of experience, so that's the plan. I have a little bit of show and tell. I did go to that one pawn shop in Fort Wayne. I had to fucking rush through it, though, because I don't... Oh, how's it going, Funky? I had no idea it was even my affiliate anniversary. Woo! How you doing, sir? I just got Drew Champ. You want to meet him? He's level 19. You know, he's just a little guy now, but we're gonna train him up. Don't worry. In fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea if I actually start training him up now, because I think Machoke Machamp's a pretty fucking good Pokemon to use. How's it going, Dragon? I got a couple of hidden things that I got. Well, unfortunately, I left one of the things in my car, so I can't show that. But so I went to this pawn shop in like downtown Fort Wayne. It's been there like for 60-some years. I don't really have high expectations for pawn shops. The stigma is they typically rip you the fuck off and are overpriced on whatever they have. You know, but I went there. I went to the game section. I could not stay there very long because one reason I don't like big cities is like all these parking meter shits and whatever. So the block that I was on, I had to go down a little bit because that block that the building was on was, you know, full of cars. So I went further down to another lot, and I used this red parking meter, and for some reason it would only let me do like 15 minutes, right? Like I put my card in. To be fair, it wasn't that expensive. It was like $1 for 15 minutes, but it would not let me like go more than that. And I tried to because I was like, oh, well, maybe you have to insert it again to add more time. So I think I might have accidentally paid twice, which, whatever, $2. It's not that big a deal. So, you know, I paid my money, you know, I just, you know, went down the block or whatever. I went inside there. I didn't have very long, so I had to keep a timer, right? Nice for that watch streak. Very good, Funky. I went inside. They had other stuff. Their game section was fairly small, which I kind of expected. You know, pawn shops dealing a lot of shit. It's probably a great place if you're into music, though. They have like a lot of like amps, stereos, like electric guitars, that kind of shit. You know, just electronics in general. You know, they had some jewelry, which I don't give a fuck about, so I avoided it. They also had some movies and Blu-rays, but I didn't really pay attention to them at all. I just looked at some of the games. They're pretty much all behind a glass shelf. I actually bought a couple. You ever heard of a game called Utopia on the Super Nintendo? I bought that. It's like some kind of strategy game or something. I thought it was kind of interesting. And the price, it was about $15, which is about what it's worth. So I was like, well, you know, I was like, okay, sure, I'll buy it. Really, a pawn shop's it's a good spot to get cheap computer components. Well, I'll have to do a bit more thorough thing there, but yeah, I had to fucking hustle ass because You know, I asked the lady, oh, you know, I'll get this one and I'll get this Game Boy game too, which ended up being uh not Monster Hunter, what the fuck's Monster Rancher for the Game Boy, because I've never really played many of the Monster Rancher games. Wait, let me just show them off real quick. So there's the Super Nintendo game. You guys know I fucking love that console. I was like, Utopia, I've never actually heard of that. So I googled it. It's like some kind of a strategy, like Civilization, like city management game. And I was like, well, that could be fun. And this I just got because I thought the price was right. This was $9. And to be honest, this is probably the cheapest Monster Rancher game you could ever find. So I was like, sure. Because I know all the other console ones are expensive as shit. So I got those two. I would have looked a little bit longer. You know, I was telling the lady, like, oh, you know, the parking meter down the street, it only let me do 15 minutes, so I got to kind of hurry. And I hate to imagine what they charge if you go over your time. She's like, oh, the red meters? I think it's $10 if it goes over. And I was like, $10 for me going over? I better get out of here then, dude. Shit. Just by being a minute over? So yeah, I skedaddled out of that fucking place. Next time I'll have to use a different parking meter that lets you put at least like a half hour on. Like, I'm not especially familiar with parking meters, but I guess they have different types in Fort Wayne. I know there was black ones around there instead of the red ones. And there's also like actual parking garages, but I imagine they upcharge a lot. So I just wanted to try it out, so I did. It wasn't really that busy, which kind of surprised me because it's downtown Fort Wayne. It's where all the businesses are. But overall, it's not a bad place. I can't say that they, price gouge up the ass. The two games that I bought there, it's pretty much what it's going for, so, I guess good. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I was gonna get that Onyx too. But yeah, that was my little story about that. I mentioned it on a Funky stream earlier. I left the book in my car. I didn't think to bring it in. But a couple streets over, like, there's this person having a yard sale. I noticed it the other day, but I had to go to work, so I had to drive past it. I didn't have time to stay there. Well, it turns out the lady actually had Nintendo 64 stuff, or it was her husband's, I think. And the main reason why I asked is because there was like this old like art book on like how to draw Donkey Kong from like 1997, like pretty much N64 era. So I thought maybe she had some retro games. And yeah, unfortunately she already sold them. Which honestly is not that big a deal. I'm probably just going to get an EverDrive for that console at this point. Because you can get one as cheap as $99. So I might as well just do that. I'm just not a big fan of the console itself. Like, I simp way harder for the Super Nintendo, so it ain't that big a deal. And I have 3 of the actual consoles anyway, so who gives a shit? Probably just common-ass fucking games like Wave Race and Mario 64 and, maybe a Zelda. So it's not that big a deal. Parking garage is like $5 for 4 hours in DC. Damn, really? I might just go there next time. Yeah, the parking garage was just down the road a little bit from the meter that I used, the red meter. That was $1 for 15 minutes, so maybe I'll just use that next time. I mean, it'll probably be at least a couple weeks before I go back there. I wouldn't mind checking out their records. They did have a record segment. Although I only collect records that of bands that I actually like, There was a cool-looking Slipknot one, though, but I've never been that big of a fan of Slipknot. Like, they've had some good songs here and there. I don't even remember what album it was. I just know it was the band. But yeah. But, I ended up getting that art book instead, because I was like, well, I mean, I might as well get this. Learn how to draw Donkey Kong, and it's like, it's a 90s era kind of nostalgia, But, so yeah, I bought that for $1, and that basically led me to believe, yeah, that was probably just a reseller who bought it. I don't believe a game enthusiast wouldn't just pass up that art book. So yeah, I might be drawing some Donkey Kong on stream, guys. I don't give a fuck. I'll draw Dragon a Donkey Kong. I'll draw Funky a Cranky Kong. That might be in there. I haven't checked yet, but Cranky Kong's probably in there. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Get my dollar's worth. And maybe actually get some artistic ability in me. I know that's kind of lacking, but so I thought that was kind of neat anyway. But yeah, just as I was leaving my town, just around the corner down my street, there was another yard sale. I was like, God damn it, I might as well go check it out. The lady there, you know, I asked my thing because I noticed there's actually a PS4 that they were selling with a pile of games. Most of them I already have. They wanted 120 for the whole thing, and I was like, no thanks. I mean, I think you can still buy a brand new PS4, can't you? I don't even know. But like, they're not uncommon whatsoever. But I saw a couple games in there I don't own, and I do collect PS4 games because this is the time to get them, people. It really is. PS4 and Xbox One games. But I ended up getting a Attack on Titan game and what was the other one? The GTA trilogy thing. I thought it was a pretty good price for them. So yeah, Attack on Titan 2. Yeah, just Attack on Titan 2. I believe this is supposed to be like a Dynasty Warriors kind of game. I mean, I like the anime, so I figured, well, it's probably kind of fun. So I got that, and I kind of only got this for shits and giggles. I got the GTA trilogy, like the remaster with like the ugly models and shit. I doubt I'll actually even really like this game. I still haven't played the originals, except for San Andreas. I've played that a couple times. But yeah, the price was right. $2 for this, and $4 for this. I said I would do more because I know it's a trilogy. She's like, oh yeah, I do $4, so I was like, okay. So there's that. And real briefly, I went to Mega Replay. Not really anything worth a damn there, but I did get a couple games. I'm pretty sure Funky actually has this one, so if I wanted to borrow it, I could have, but I've heard it's actually a fun game. So I've got Perfect Dark Zero for the 360. It was only $8, so I was like, yeah, it's probably worth it. And then this I bought just because I have a Kinect, and I've been kind of curious about these, like, Kinect-only titles. And I mean, this doesn't even look that bad. Might be kind of boring, but I got a Fable the Journey here. So yeah. Kinect game, Fable Journey. I've still been trying to find the Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. I still haven't found it at Mega Replay yet. I was like, Fable the Journey, it's technically like an adventure game, I guess, right? So. Oh, you actually don't have Perfect Dark Zero, alright. Like, I remember playing I actually have Perfect Dark on the N64. I enjoyed the game, personally, so I was like, yeah, that's worth getting. And I'm pretty sure that was an exclusive for it. Because that was a Rare property, and Microsoft bought Rare at that point, so I think they technically own the IP. Oh, how's it going, Omega? You were getting your haircut? I mean, you missed my show and tell, but I can go over it just real briefly. I'm just trying to look for this fucking Onyx. He's not showing up. But yeah, the TLDR, down my street, I bought these two games from like, just, some woman and, like, her kid or whatever. They were selling a PS4 bundle. I just plucked these two games. Attack on Titan 2 was $2. This trilogy was $4. Yeah, I'll look in a sec, Funky. I'm not sure if I'm on the right floor for Onyx. I know I saw one in here, and my Pokedex confirmed it. This I might actually stream at some point, especially if Retro Achievements is supporting it. I got a Monster Rancher Battle Card GB, so... And I got Utopia for the Super Nintendo. That was at that pawn shop I talked about. And then just because it's probably a good game, and I like the first one, Perfect Dark Zero for 360, and then the Kinect game, Fable the Journey. They sell Kinect games like super cheap, like it's like only $4, so I was like, why not? But yeah, that was my show and tell there, Omega. But yeah, let me check when this where this Onyx shows up. Uh... Okay, it said, it's a 10% encounter rate on the lower basement floor. I don't know if that's actually where I am, though. Let me check. Lower basement? I mean, I'm assuming it's, I have to go back. I think I'm on the upper level. Well, hold on, let me... I have escape rope, so I don't really care about walking. The closest ladder isn't even that far away, so... But yeah, it is kind of a rare encounter. But yeah, today's my, my second day off of the week since I, worked Memorial Day, so... I mean, the only thing I actually have to do, I do have to make dinner eventually, because we have, some ground beef I gotta cook. I think we're making tacos tonight. But that probably won't be till, like, 6 o'clock, so... Till then, Pokemoning it up. Beat Jedi Outcast last night. Nice. A little after 11 o'clock, that's good. Okay, this is the lower floor, if anything. It doesn't actually say on the map I'm looking at, but... We'll see if Onix shows up. Then after this is the Pokemon Tower. And I'll have to look up exactly where Cubone, shows up. I believe Haunter shows up, like, at least halfway through the tower, so... yeah, as for, I tried my hardest last night. I could not find my other, Game Boy games, guys. I'm starting to freak out about it. Like, I looked both the rooms. I've already looked exclusively in, like, my, my sister's basement, because that's where, like, a lot of my other retro games are. You know, like, that's where all my Super Nintendo games are, for example. I can't seem to find it. I believe I have two copies of Silver. I'm pretty sure I have a second copy of Emerald. I have, at least one copy of Sapphire that's unaccounted for. Maybe Keiko got a hold of them. Nah. She wouldn't give a fuck about playing with cartridges. She has more of an issue, like, fucking around with bottle caps than anything. She always plays with bottle caps when they're on the ground. The only thing I could think of, it's either in my storage locker, like in the, you know, the storage that I rent out each month. It's either in there, or it might actually be in my, it might be in my garage, like my mom's garage. Because I could see maybe putting a couple totes there, and maybe it's just like in a box. Like, according to my sister, she put all my Game Boy stuff in, like, shoebox, or something like that. So that's really my only hint. Without a doubt, I still had it when I lived in Cromwell. And we completely cleaned that place out, so... I know I didn't leave it in that fucking apartment. So yeah, I don't know. It's starting to bug the fuck out of me, though. I have Pokemon Red unaccounted for, too. I have 2 copies of Yellow, 1 copy of Red. Or, I'm sorry, 1 copy of Blue. And I actually have a copy of Green. You know, the Japanese game. And I'm trying to think that might not be enough to actually do the Pokedex. For Yellow. Like, further, research is needed. Would this Onix show up? I know it's a 10% rate, but come on. You see, this is why I got a bunch of Great Balls, too. Maybe Onix would like it if I, you know, illuminated the darkness. Maybe then he'd show up. Yeah, Onix is a little bit rare outside of the actual, Victory Road. I think that's the only place in the game you can find him in this version of the game. Like, he's probably at least like a 20% chance in Victory Road to show up. But yeah, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. It's frustrating because I'm actually trying to play Gen 1, and if I'm missing a component, then I can't complete the Pokédex. Unless there's some clever way that I can actually trade with, like, an emulator with another ROM while using the GB Studio, while using the operator. To my knowledge, I don't think there's a way to do that. Okay, so... Wow, you're actually kind of weak there, buddy. Yeah, get Drew Champ out. If I could... Please do not kill him. Get him in the yellow, maybe. Oh, wow, that didn't do dick. Shit. Man, Drew Champ, I'm gonna have to level you up hard, man. Also, I did not think you'd only know one move at fucking level 19. That's kind of a shame. Oh, I don't know if I have the character limit for it, but I thought about naming the dragon, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. I thought about calling it Amandonite. I don't know, does that roll off the tongue? Like, it has to be, if I use her name, it has to be a Pokemon that's, like, cool or cute, and one that I haven't caught yet, so... Probably pushing it. I know you can get a critical hit. Just hit it one more time. Yeah, that's good enough. Just catch it. Yeah, I know in the early Pokemon games, the character limit was only like 8 or 9 characters, so... There we go. Now we got the Onix. And the great thing is, we don't have to turn it into a Steelix, so it is what it is. Gotcha. Burrow is at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglets, probably. I could have been clever and called it Rocky. Because I believe you get an Onix in Gen 2 as a trade, and it's called Rocky, so... Actually, I think you get that from, I think you get an Onix from Violet City, like one of the first, like, gyms in Gen 2. So anyway, we're done with that. Time for Pokemon Tower. Shouldn't really be that difficult, honestly, to get through. I mean, there are some Rocket Grunts at the top, but I'm not that worried about them. Yeah, we'll keep Drew Champ with us just in case. Although he's pretty much worthless against Ghost type being a fighting, and only having one fucking move too. Kinda worthless. I already dealt with the trainers up until we unlocked the what is it, the healing powder floors, you know what I mean? Purified zones, I think they're called. Yeah, and the Haunter's pretty much a requirement to take down Sabrina. She's just such a bitch in this game to deal with. Hey, overall, it's been a pretty decent game. Pretty decent day, I would say. Like, I'll have to test out that Utopia game later. I've been seriously debating about just, like, clearing some of this, shelf space over here, like getting a tote and just stuffing a bunch of these, VHS tapes in it. And then just, like, scooting that, like, in that closet that's to the left of me. Because I was checking that out yesterday when I was trying to look for, like, my other Pokemon shit. Or my other Game Boy shit. There's still a bunch of space in that closet to my left, so... I might just do that. I could probably put all my Super Nintendo games just on that shelf, honestly. So, it's an idea. I gotta go wash my car today anyway, so... It's just covered with bird shit. It's not cool. It's not cool. I don't like when my car is covered in bird shit. It's not sexy. Fuck up that Ghastly, man. What a nightmare. I know there's TMs to get here, but I'm probably going to skip them right now, just because I know I have limited space in my PC, so... Hey, Dragon, I don't know if you were still there. Did you want to be named after something? It can't be the Dragon line, because that's taken by Amanda. But if you have another one that I don't have yet... I don't know, you want to be a... You could be a Pinsir. Or, you could be a Scyther. I don't know. I always thought Scyther was kind of a cool Pokemon. Of course, Scizor looks like way fucking cooler, but... Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah, that is so useful to use. I was about to say, did I already fight this chick? Talking about zombies now? Okay. Have they ever had zombies in a Pokemon episode? I kind of wonder about that. I mean, I'm sure there's been, like, kind of zombie Pokemon before, I just can't remember. The only one I can really think of is, like, Sarcophagi. That's technically a mummy, isn't it? But I don't know. Level 25 Ghastly, nice, nice. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. If it's a TM, I'll probably avoid it. I was actually looking at a list last night of it was ranking the TMs from Gen 1. It's saying how a lot of them are just straight up garbage, which they're not wrong. Rage is fucking worthless. I know that for a fact because I've used it before. It's mainly shit because you're stuck using Rage like throughout the entire fight until you win or until like you're defeated in battle. And it only does 40 damage. Even though it raises your attack, it's like fucking stupid. And I guess I didn't even think about it. It was talking shit about Skull Bash. Skull Bash was a bad TM too. I was like, I didn't even know you could get that as a TM. I know it's like, I know it's a move that Blastoise can use, but... And I have taught my Blastoise Skull Bash before, so... Alright, keep going. I mean, eventually a Haunter will just show up. But the Cubone is legitimately rare. I think it's like a 5 or 10% chance for the Cubone to show up, so... Yeah, these ladies are freaking me the fuck out. Yeah, I need to watch some fucking anime today, too. Strangely, even though I said, oh, you know, fuck RuneScape, I burned out from that Dragon Cup, I actually did play some old school last night. I was doing some Slayer. I know, crazy, right? But man, that fucking Drew stream last night was hilarious with him, switching places with Amanda to play that Spyro 2. Like, they're probably my favorite couple that actually stream on Twitch. It's just funny. It's just funny as fuck. And I liked how Amanda, like, wasn't even using the run button to defeat that one boss she was facing. Like, yeah, fuck the run button. That's for losers. Goodness. Like, I stayed up 2 a.m. just watching them fucking go at each other. Very entertaining. Yeah, Pidgeotto is actually doing a pretty good job killing these ghosts with Fly. I'm kind of impressed. I mean, I guess the only advantage Pidgeotto has is the fact that it's a The fact that it's normal, so like, well, I mean it's normal flying, so I guess technically it could just get hit by ghost moves. Although Lick is kind of a shitty move. I know it inflicts paralysis, but I'm not sweating it that much. Oh, right, I was gonna grab that, that's right. Yeah, I'm not grabbing any items from this place. We're gonna switch you out with, Wartortle, actually. I would put in Ivysaur, because I know he's about to evolve into Venusaur, but, Ghost Pokemon, they tend to have poison moves, too, and that could fuck up Ivysaur. I did see his sign, I'd have to peruse it to see if anything are good, but they, at the pawn shop, they had a little sign for the DVDs and Blu-rays. Blu-rays are $4 each, DVDs are $2 each, and I was like, I mean, that's... Considering it's a pawn shop, I actually consider that a decent price. So next time I go there, I'll probably at least look at the movies a little bit more closely. Yeah, I was thinking my Pac-Man shirt would give me a bit of gaming luck today. I guess you could say it did. I mean, at least I found something worth a fuck. So... Man, at Mega Replay, they had, I don't know if it's been there or what. They had a game that I was actually somewhat curious about. It's called, what's it called? Riven? It's actually the sequel to Myst, you know, the 90s PC game or whatever. But they were charging exactly what it's worth, so it's like, well, okay, fuck that then. Just buy it online. Well, plus, they had water damage on the manual, and that, like, really turns me off from a game when it has water damage on shit like that. So, they had Bushido Blade, which I always thought was kind of a cool game, but man, $40. You know what I mean? Fuck off with that. Hey, look, we encountered, what you call him? The ghost. Yep. It's a Marowak. I'm gonna fucking kill it with a Wartortle. I guess we're already at the top of the tower. I thought there was still another floor before we encountered this thing, but... Yeah, if you really wanted to be a cheap son of a bitch, you can actually just use a Pokédoll to escape from this without having the Silph Scope. And according to the speedrun community, it's like, it's okay if you do that. Like, they don't consider that cheating or glitch or whatever. The ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. Yeah, it did. I actually don't remember if Team Rocket shows up here. Let me save real quick. I think Jesse and James show up here. Okay. Well, I wanted to check if is there another achievement for killing them with Pikachu? Because I'll reload my save if there is one. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Defeat Jesse and James inside Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town using only Pikachu. That's fine. I literally just saved, so... I don't mind doing that again. Just put Pikachu in front of my party. Should be fine, so... I think at this point they actually have their Pokemon leveled up and evolved, so... I expect an Arbok and a Weezing. I'm sure Pikachu's super excited to kick some ass. Oh, that's right. He's still scared. I forgot about that. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, they're doing some nonsense. Rocket sent out Meowth, alright. Oh yeah, this should be easy. I think I got super potions just in case, so. Get that Thunderbolt going. Double team actually wouldn't be a bad idea to spam, but I think I can just brute force it here. That should take you down. Yep. Yeah, when I was Googling that Utopia game, I mainly got it not just for the price. Apparently, people considered it an actual good game, and I was like, okay, well, I'll buy it then. Oh, fuck, I don't have super potions? Shit. I should have used double team then. I might redo this fight. I want that fucking trophy, dude. You're a fuck. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm going back to get super potions. I want those 10 points, damn it. Oh, Funky, if you're still there, are you playing Lufia 2 on the, on an emulator? If you are, you should be getting retro achievements. Have you gotten any yet? Because I know you finally got your account made. Do I have a repel at all? Okay, I have 3. Well, let me actually... Technically, I have to... Hold on a sec. We can... Yeah, War Turtle's out. That's probably fine. Guys, give me a sec. I gotta look up, where to find Cubone. Okay, it says it's actually between floors 3 and 7. Okay. And yeah, the Safari Zone, but I'd rather not deal with that. Well, let me look up Haunter. Because I know you can get him here, too. Okay, so the best odds is actually on the 7th floor. Got it. That's a 15% encounter rate. Alright. Makes sense. I mean, if a Cubone can appear anytime, I might as well just walk up normally then. Do I even use a repel then? Yeah, I'm trying to remember if Cubone Marowak is actually good as a competitive Pokemon. I know it's only known for using Bone Club. It's like its signature move, and I don't think any other Pokemon can use that. So... I'll tell you one Pokemon that's fucking worthless, Farfetch'd. That's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to get. It's only located in one route, it's like a 5% chance. I've gotten it before, though. It's just really out of your way to get him. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, I actually tried to go to so the dealership where I bought my car at like fucking 8 years ago. I happened to be in the area, and you know they were open, so I was like, oh, you know maybe get a free car wash because I'm supposed to get it. Well, the sticker that I have is like an old sticker, and their system won't like recognize it, so I had to get like a renewal. So I went up to the dealership and I just talked to the receptionist there. I needed my license and my vehicle registration. Well, a little problem with that. My vehicle registration, my vehicle is registered, but the paperwork got sent to my previous address, and I was not driving 45 minutes over there to get it. Even though when I re-registered it, you know, I updated it with my current address, but it never got sent there. And like I said, I wasn't driving 45 minutes just to get some paperwork. Like, I haven't been pulled over because of it, because my paperwork's correct. I paid it, so cops in town don't give a damn. But the dealership did, so 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 I couldn't get that renewal. So I just kind of shook my head. I was like, all right, never mind. No free car wash. It probably would have been a shitty car wash anyway. I was looking at like the options there, like $25 to get an actual like good car wash. I was like, shit, dude. Hey, look, a Cubone. Been looking for you, buddy. Now, if I could catch you without killing you, that'd be great. I don't want to risk bubble. Just use tackle. Hopefully that doesn't do too much damage. Okay, good. Okay. That's probably weak enough. Alright. Where's the skull of its deceased mother? It cries, echo inside the skull and come out as a sad melody. Well, that's kind of depressing, isn't it? Oh, that's that one. And we're just gonna walk back and forth. If we go north, it'll trigger Team Rocket. And to my knowledge, I think when you actually well, actually no. I should be fine to just I don't think it ends. Like, I think you get, like, yeeted from the tower when you actually talk to the old man. Not when you actually, you know, fight these guys, so... And by the way, I might actually take... I might have to take a little break streaming, because I think my mom needs me for something. I'll just come back in, like, an hour or so. Because, I gotta cook dinner, too, so... But I'm gonna complete this tower here first. Because I want to play more of this game tonight. I did take the liberty, while I was kind of AFK in RuneScape yesterday, I went ahead and I made some playlist of some games I already streamed. Like, I did a playlist of all the rest of the Skyrim stuff. I added the bonus episode to Final Fantasy X, where I was like getting all the, like the trophies for like the Steam achievements or whatever. And I also got a playlist for Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. And tonight I'll probably be doing one for like Star Wars Outlaws, some of the Game Boy Yu-Gi-Oh games, you know what I mean, like Capsule Monsters. I'll put those together tonight. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while, and when you're AFK in RuneScape, it's kind of a good way to feel like you're productive, I guess. That poison is gonna fuck me up. Please don't get a crit, dude. Yeah, you definitely need a potion. That's why I went back to get these. Give me that achievement, bitch. Nice. Unite all peoples within our nation. Hell yeah, dude. 10 points? You'll regret this. Sure I will. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Now the Haunter's only 15% showing up, so I feel like I can probably just trigger that somehow. That poison sound is a little bit annoying, but I can deal with it. Come on. That is a pretty good level for a Ghastly. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I can't be bothered to level up a Ghastly through any means when I can just get a Haunter right now, so. Any moment now. At least my coffee's done with. Man, come on. Yeah, if I don't get in a couple more tries, I'll just get it when I stream a little later. Like, I don't want to keep my mom waiting. Just give it a couple more tries. I'll just climb the tower again and continue on where I was, because I want to catch the Haunter live, ideally. Dang, a level 28 Ghastly? Holy shit. Alright, fuck it then. I'll come back and get this. Let me just talk to the old man here. It'd be funny if a Haunter actually showed up right as I was talking to him. Hey, buddy. You came to save me? Thank you, but I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home Pokemon house at the foot of this tower. And get the thing from him. Your Pokedex quest may fail without the love for your Pokemon. I think this may help your quest. Yeah, now we can get the Snorlaxes. Upon hearing Pokeflute, sleeping Pokemon will spring awake. It works on all sleeping Pokemon. Now I'm going to be an absolute baller. I'm actually going to catch both the Snorlaxes in this game. Which is probably a retro achievement, honestly, to catch both of them, so. But yeah, sorry to kind of cut this short. I'll be back to stream this later on. I just got probably a couple things to do here, so. I still want to back up this save, though, just in case. Yeah, I'll basically be back after dinner time, so. I'll see you guys later.